Shout London, the mental health and arts festival from Ashford Place, returned for its third annual festival in November. The programme boasted short films, poetry, spoken word, music, art exhibitions and discussions on various mental health conditions. The 2 days of screenings, live performances and discussion were followed by the very first Shout Awards honouring those doing great work around mental health. The festival kicked off with Bollywood dance from Veena Storm V. There was then a screening of Knuck Knuckle, the true story of boxer Lee Reeves, who turned to his passion for boxing to cope with his mother's suicide. There was a discussion on the topic of grief, featuring Veena and the film's director, Ellie Marin.
Yeah, it's been really, really inspiring. There's been such a vast amount of different performances, like comedy, dance, but you know, there's the one common theme that brings us all together, and it's just like creation, conversation, and at the end of the day, that's all humans really want, is to feel seen and heard, and you know, to connect with each other. So I think something like this is really special to bridge the gap between all different forms of media. Yeah, so it's been a really amazing experience here. We're so thankful to have the film screened for such an important festival like this one, opening up the conversation about mental health. So yeah, it's been amazing, really good, and we're so thankful to have been asked to be here. I think that's part of the reason why we made the film in the first place. I think it was really to let young boys, especially young traveller men, to relate to him and, you know, see that there's this guy who's really tough on the outside, but, you know, he talks about his feelings, and, you know, there's a lot more to him. So yeah, we made the film just so young people could relate to Lee and know that if they're struggling or going through anything, that there's help and there's light on the end of the tunnel.
Because sometimes you're so confused in the mental health that you're in. It's like, for me, when my mum passed away, my husband passed away, everything was paused. I was paused, and I saw life just going by. I couldn't think forward and I couldn't think back. People telling me what to do, I couldn't even hear them. It was like, ding, I can't hear nothing. And all I know, I'm in this world alone, not knowing what I'm going to decide next, you know, what's going to happen, or simple things like, am I going to go open the door? Am I going to talk? Sometimes you don't want to talk, but then your noise is here, the silent noise. Yourself, what's happened? What's going on? You're a widow now. You have 3 children, 2 I have to take care, and how I'm going to provide. And then people are talking to me, but I'm not hearing them. I'm walking in a no man's world. So this kind of given me hope to understand more people out there as well. And it's a good path and a good connection and good contact, may I say.
This was followed by a performance from Kitty Churchfield.
It's been amazing, actually. Shout Festival, it wasn't what I expected. It was, you know, there's a lot of like heavy conversations, but they're incredibly important and gratifying conversations. There's so much going on that it's just like, it's really amazing to actually see all these people having these really open discussions. So yeah, it's fantastic. There's just been like an incredible group of women today that I've seen and I was able to speak with, and yeah, it's been really, really inspiring to listen to their stories and listen to what they've been through and how they've created that into something else, and that is their art and their creativity. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
There was comedy from Marigold lately and a panel discussion about abuse and trauma.
I really support this event, and it's great to perform here and also meet the other artists that are performing, and for them to share their work and to meet like-minded people. So it's a really great event. Yeah, I would highly recommend it. It is all about opening conversations and also challenging the perceived narratives on mental health, because I just think that's something that needs to happen sort of continuously until a mental health issue is the same as a broken leg or regarded that way, and it still isn't. So we kind of just need to keep doing that. And as artists, you use your art or your work to have discussions about what you're really passionate about. So hopefully, that informs people a little bit. And also with mental health, it's not always regarded as debilitating, and it can end people's lives, obviously. So we need to have those conversations, and something like Shout Festival is an amazing platform for that, because it's really about community. And I think that's one of the biggest healing processes with mental health, is that people have got a community, somewhere to belong.
There was live music from Sasha Wood and a screening of the new short film Falling Upwards from Maria McAteer. Sasha and Maria both discussed depersonalisation derealisation disorder. Depersonalisation derealisation disorder, or DDD, is when people feel like they come out of their bodies. It is often triggered by trauma.
I mean, just like last year, it was amazing to meet Maria McAteer, because she has the same thing I have, DDD, or has experience of it as well. That was amazing. And then this year we had one of our resident artists, Jacob, and he was in the crowd and sort of took part in the discussion and the Q&A as well. So it's like, even between the couple of years, we've had more people involved who also want to talk about their experience, and that's just talking about DDD specifically. But yes, we're sort of more people, new perspectives, new pieces of art and everything. So no, it's super exciting. I love it. It means that a lot of people who, like you said, would have once thought that they were just on their own, actually we know that we're not. And yeah, every now and then we can actually come together in person at things like Shout, which is, and it's why it's so cool that we're getting to do it in more and more places around. So, yeah.
Maria, how does it feel to be here tonight for another Shout London, and also to show your film Falling Upwards?
Well, I'm really excited, really grateful, and I actually have to thank Shout London, because it was Shout that actually inspired me to make this film, because most of the other years I've performed a little scene from The Guinness Girl, which is my play which is being made into a film. And just this year I thought what I'd like to do is I'd like to make a film about DDD, and I didn't give myself much time, but the date of the Shout Festival was my aim, and people loved it. I'm really pleased at the way it turned out, and I'm actually it's there for people to learn about DDD. It's there for them, it's something that's always going to be there. So, I'm very happy to be here. I mean, I kept it all inside, and I danced. I was an Irish dancer, and I just tapped and tapped and tapped. I managed to heal myself through dancing, which was that was lucky. But I had no one to talk to, and now the world's changed. People know about DDD. There is help. There's lots of help out there, and talking about it at festivals like this is just getting the information out there so more people know.
Day one would come to a close with live music from Neil Avery and Sasha Wood.
How did you enjoy being back for Shout London?
Oh, it's great again. There's so much diversity in the content, and you always learn so much, from different aspects of mental health and recovery. And no, it's been fabulous. Really enjoyed it.